you survive being rushed and attacked at the same time? Or this super intense build fight against one of the sweatiest players? Also, subscribe. Well, I'm currently rushing green and he's waiting for me to rush. So I spun around and hit him into the void, and now I have a ton of time to get his bed. And after getting the final kill on him, I need to be quick because I need to rush middle as soon as possible so I can get a ton of emeralds. So I buy armor and a ton of blocks and I start rushing mid. And then I see yellow over there who most likely has a lot of emeralds. And if I want to win this game, I need to have a proper gear advantage. I need to kill yellow. So I make my way over there. And he starts building up with a iron sword. Will I be able to win this match and steal his emeralds? So I currently have this pink guy rushing my bed. But luckily I have taken his bed beforehand. So I have a massive advantage over him. And luckily, since I was already teleporting back to my base, I can easily wipe him out of the game. And then I spot two people fighting over at mid, and I want to play this really smart. I need to see if I can get both of these kills and get their resources. I ended up knocking one of them into the void, and now I'm chasing this other guy. And even though he has an iron sword, I was able to get an extra hit off and destroy him. However, this started a rivalry against pink that would end up causing a lot of issues later in the game. However, I play into this. I saw pink again trying to get diamonds, and he was facing away from me. I'm able to sneak up on him. However, he ends up noticing me and starts running away. The big mistake that pink made is that he left his bed completely free for me to take. So, of course, I ended up taking his bed. I ended up using the emeralds that I had collected from mid to buy a ton of teleports. And then I saw pink teleporting back to base. I want to go in for a sneaky kill, but will I successfully pull off this surprise attack, or does pink notice me and destroy me? Back to the match with the yellow guy. And since he was super focused on building, I was able to jump on his platform and get two massive hits off with the hammer, which instantly kills him. And now I'm up 5 emeralds, for the rest of the server has 0. So I'm doing really well. Yellow thinks that he's being really sneaky to try get more emeralds, but I have a flashy new diamond hammer and I'm able to kill him almost instantly. There is no way that he's going to get emeralds this round since I have full control over the middle. I decided that I would end up teleporting to yellow's base and rush mid again. But now there's 2 people at mid and this is going to be a really hard fight. But since yellow doesn't have a bed anymore since I destroyed it, I decided that I would end up going for him first since he's not going to be able to respawn, but yellow ends up building a massive tower and then ends up jumping off and breaking his legs, which is really funny. And then afterwards he called me a hacker, which is actually crazy. But hold on, let's not get too caught up here. After teleporting back to my base, this guy's literally breaking my bed in front of me, and this really caught me off guard. He could literally break my bed and win the game right now, and I haven't even spent my emeralds yet. Will he take my bed and win the game, or will I clutch up and destroy him? During this game, this guy with a scythe thought that he could defeat me, but little does he know that the scythe nerf makes it really bad now. So I end up killing him, breaking his bed, and after telebridging back up, he begins to run away and try to take my bed. But if you guys watch my videos, you would know that I don't build noodle bridges. So my opponent can't even get to my base. And as soon as he realizes that, he's already in the void and out of the game. And that's why you should watch my videos. Subscribe. But hold your horses. This Frosty kit is currently rushing me, and this kit is really annoying. And even though I end up knocking him into the void, he somehow ends up block clutching, and I end up chasing him back to his base. But now he has full iron armor. However, since I've been improving on my PvP skills, I was able to easily destroy him by knocking him into the void. Keep in mind that I only had a stone hammer and leather armor. I stored the materials that I got from the yellow guy into the chest so I could use them later. I'm going to need to get iron armor as soon as possible so I can stop being outgeared. But the Frosty kit is back, and yet again, I destroy him with my insane PvP skills. However, what really helps me win these games the most is the kits that I use against my opponents. And if you guys are sitting there wondering, hang on a second, how can I get a kit for myself? Well, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. I'm giving my subscribers who are early to my videos a free kit. So if you like this video and subscribe and comment your username down below, and if you're early to this video and my next video, I might slide you guys a kit. Anyways, back to the video. Speaking of kits, I go rush this Frosty kid's base. But will I be able to pull off the bed break and wipe him out of the game? Well, back to the teleport game. And even though my opponent is really sweaty, I'm able to throw him off into the void. However, he ends up dropping all of his diamonds, which is such a shame. However, I see Pink and I really want to get him out of the game. So I jump on him with a teleport, and this is where the intense build fight begins. Pink ends up building like crazy, and I almost got stuck in my builds. And what people would normally do is break the block that's keeping them stuck and just build up, but not me. I telebridge backwards so I can get high on my enemy, and I end up jumping on him, knocking him into the void. But I'm also falling, so I need to think really quickly. I quickly throw out my teleport and clutch while my enemy is falling straight into the void and he's out of the game. However, it's not over yet. This Cyan guy is really good at the game. With a stone sword, he was able to combo me like crazy, even though I had a diamond hammer. And even though he killed me, he starts being really toxic by emoting. So I need to win this game. He ends up rushing the diamond generator, and this time I had brought a bow to get some extra damage. And even though I was able to get a shot off and gloop him, he is a mega sweat and starts building up like crazy. I use my telebridging skills to build onto his platform behind me. However, he's already blocks above me and still knocks me down. I wasn't able to win this fight. However, I reevaluate and I go to mid to collect some M's in hope of getting some better gear. However, I see that Cyan is literally rushing me. How am I going to survive and defeat Cyan? Or will I lose the fight and lose all of my emeralds? Back to the game where I was about to lose my bed. Thinking quickly, I make sure to cover up my bed as soon as possible with more blocks. And then I instantly go for the attack. I need to make sure that I have full control over this game again. So I go back to mid where I find the same guy again. And to make sure that I win this fight and don't lose my bed, I need to make sure that I have some nice juicy emeralds on me. Then I go rush his bed, which is completely exposed by the way. And then I chase him down to mid and finish him off. Back to the game with the Frosty kit. And even though I ended up wiping him out in a PvP fight, I made a massive mistake trying to build up, because then I ended up getting knocked into the void, which is a massive rookie mistake. However, I can't let that worry me too much, because there is a guy with a crossbow that is bow spamming my base. So I need to instantly rush him as soon as possible. The Frosty kid is also rushing my base. How am I going to stop the bow spammer and stop Yellow from breaking my bed? Back to the game with the sweaty Cyan player. And even though he had a massive gear advantage, this doesn't stop me, because I was able to easily outbuild him and make him waste a teleport and take massive full damage. And this is where I can start taking some pop shots at him so he doesn't regen. And even though he disengages from the fight, I was able to spend my emeralds before he rushes me again. I use a teleport to catch a quick combo on him, and now we've swapped positions. And then I take my second teleport to catch another quick combo on him, and you can see this is where he starts to panic. Even though he was really sweaty, a few smart outplays and good choices can make you destroy any player. And this is when I make my way over to mid and he's collecting emeralds, and I see this as a quick and easy opportunity to take his bed. So that's exactly what I do, and I know that he's gonna end up wanting to trade bed, and he's gonna make my way over to my base. So I quickly TP back home, and as expected, he's right there starting to rush my base, and I get a quick and easy combo on him and a fire punch with the clear kit, and that's how I was able to win that game and destroy the sweat. But that's not all. After killing that guy that was bow spamming me off spawn, I need to think quickly, and since he had emeralds, I quickly bought a teleport to TP back to my base, and that's where I was able to get a sharp kill and save my bed. And even though red ends up getting yellow out of the game, this doesn't stop me from wiping him out the game and winning the game.